Yeah.
Yo, I'm recording too, bro. Got Sonny Blanco in the cut, man. You know what it is, man.
Sonny Beasy. You know what I'm saying? People got to get with the culture. You know, pass the torch to the realest MCs. You only gonna get solidified, fam. That's the only way. That fuckery ain't gonna get you there, fam. Forget that shit. Real niggas ain't going, man. You waited too long for somebody to just come and grab it, fam. You doing some documentary shit?
Yo, yeah, just talking about, you know what I'm saying, bridging the gap between the two hip-hop generations and shit.
Oh, yeah. You trying to ask some questions or something?
You know it, like what you feel like be the disconnect?
Peace to everybody, man. This is man Sonny Blanco, bro. You know, from the south side of Chicago, born and raised. But I've been in the cut for a minute, different suburban areas, just because the city got kind of aggressive, you know, and I don't want to hurt nobody and get hurt and be involved in any particular violent activity for a misunderstanding, you know, or just something that's not supposed to be that critical and serious. People are there fighting for 2 chicken wings, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, go ahead. What questions you got on your mind, bro?
Shit, I was just saying, like, with the energy that hip-hop is bringing now, like, I feel like it's just a different branch. But I feel like a lot of people that were in hip-hop, that's, you know what I'm saying, in that era of the 2000s, they automatically just reject it because they just don't, one, they don't understand it, and two, they feel like because it's something new now, they not gonna like the way you do it no more. But in reality, it's just a different branch in the tree. And, you know, it's just a whole bunch of trees, you know.
Well, to be honest, you know, I got 2 answers to that question. But the first part of the question, you know, it's like you joining something or being a part of something. There's no way you could just jump involved in it and not know what you're joining up for first. And then number one, you can't join anything and then have the audacity to try to dominate it and take precedence over it and take ownership of it. If anything, create your own genre of music and then call it what it's called. You know, so I'm quite sure the cohesiveness, the glue, verse, whatever sticking to it, the magnetic attraction of it will connect. Meaning, older guys that rap will bridge that bridge and give information and advice to the younger guys. But you can't come into the game thinking you're gonna knock somebody off like this chess, which it is chess, but it's not literally chess. It's a game. It's a never-ending game, and ain't no one king of the hill knock somebody over and you know, and take them off. Because even if you do battle somebody and say their name, you won't generate that flow if they never respond. So if you battle, let's say me for instance, and I don't respond, and you an up and coming guy, you know, no matter what you say about me, you know, if I don't respond, it ain't gonna be no light on it. But if I respond, whether you win or get destroyed or lose, you know, you get instantly getting a label, you know, or get in the industry rather. So it's not just about like a battle or just to get on that way or knock somebody out to annihilate it. It should be like a puff pass, chain of command, wait in line, wait for the next person, you know, and then let them get their condiments if it was a line, and then you get in line like it's the drive-thru, get your shit and then you go. But don't just bump their car off the side of the road because you feel that your shit is better. Because like I said, like it's like you gotta know where you coming from to know where you going, you know. And the second part to that question is kind of the same question added on. It's just like, I know you said the question was like, what do I feel about the 2000 music versus now combining? Because even back before 2000, you know, excuse me, guys would be able to even like guys my age, 30 plus to 40 years old, wouldn't have got our opportunity if we didn't wait patiently. Because who's to say some of them old school gangsters back then would have blew our shit off if we came at them the same method. Some guys that I know personally had to, me myself, had to hold crates for different DJs that are my buddies. It wasn't like I was getting disrespected by doing it, but I had to be there when they walked in the club. I couldn't come to the club when they're in the club DJing already and then be blowing their phone up like, get me inside. No, you probably had to be with them an hour before they got there, smoke, not with them like kiss their ass, but just you be around them amongst what's going on. They get a pizza, you put half on the pizza, y'all eat a pizza, be in the car together, flow to the location, and then you be there in the club. Then that don't mean you have to stand by them like you could join a Siamese twin. You can still zigzag through your moves, but at least you in the game that way. And that's why a lot of guys my age, 35, 40 years old, we respect and pay homage still to the hip hop culture, because that's what helped us get in it, no matter what turns you turned it to. You know, I was in the streets, me and my brothers and cousins, different ones. So, but I try not to be that. You know, I don't want to be all super gangbangy and aggressive in my music and the things in my content and vulgarity and ignorance, because, you know, what does that really represent? It's negative, it's not conducive, it's definitely not positive. And then we got the babies watching. We don't want them to be acting that way when we're elders. At some point, we have to let them get business savvy and learn marketing and promotion as well as rapping. Some kids rap and say something about the most vulgarious stuff in their content and expect the world to like that, even if it is dope, if you're not promoting it or just doing the right thing, you know. And that's why most guys get stuck in the deals they get stuck in and just sign to a label, and then they don't hear from them no more, because they never know how to develop, how to promote, or be a manager, or basically have patience and know how to budget to survive for rainy days, because that's really what it's all about.
So what's up with the Select Few whole movement and the shirts and everything, bro? Show it off, man.
Select Few, man. That's it's the camo joint. You know, Select Few. You know what I'm saying? Basically, Select Few. This my the clothing line. That's the camo one right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking the red joint right here. You know. Basically, this is a character of a cartoon series that I'm about to develop. You know, it's gonna be Select Few, but it's also a song I got. It's on my YouTube, K-Swoop77 on YouTube. You know, and Select Few is just an idea that came to me about, you know, because if you key in and zoom in, you know, you got the arrows. It's not no symbolicness of evil. You know, it's not no devilment. You know, you see the fear in his eyes, and a lot of people put like Satan with the white horse and all that with the arrow. It's definitely not nothing like this is godly. That's why you see the halo on it. You feel me? You know, the arrow is because he's on point. You know, you stay on point. You got the keys to survive and do your thing. You know, the money on the arrow because you striving to get the money. So it's not the money yet. You just kind of like, you don't have to have the money. You need food, clothing, and shelter, the things you do with money. But you targeting to get the money to invest. But this is probably the lead character. I got other characters I'm developing that's going to be affiliated with it. You know, I can't tell y'all all my characters. Just know it's going to be good guys and bad guys. I'm still writing, getting it all developed. I got a lead cartoonist. Shout out to my man Kamari. You know, I think he go to Columbia, young guy. I think he's early 20s. He did the first lead character. He did that. Shout out to Kamari on it. You know, but I may let him draw all the characters. But if it get time consuming on the young brother where he can't go out on a date and enjoy the summer, I may get another character behind, another lead drawer to help draw certain characters, because I'm gonna have at least 10 characters, good guys, bad guys, you know. And but that's as far as I'm gonna tell you on my ideas. I'm not gonna tell you nothing on what's happening. I don't want nobody swagger jacking me, because y'all can easily draw the same fucking character, but you're not gonna do it like I do. So anybody out there that jack my shit, shout out to AK, get an exclusive interview about it. Anybody jack my character, that's alright. I'm gonna add some extra on him that I ain't gonna even let you know. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna look like an idiot because your shit gonna only go so far. Plus you don't got the hoodies and apparel and shit like that with it. But if you whatever you jack, that's on you, because I probably jacked the idea from somebody else. You know, I jacked the thought, because I ain't the first one that came with apparel and cartoonism and different cartoons. You know, but I really don't want to make the character too provocative and nudity and sexism and death in it, but I may have to do some silly stuff just to make people aware that I'm human too, and we gonna have fun.
Yeah, you know,
shout out to the Cartoon Network. I'm trying to get it launched by that. I need
we ain't even gonna talk about that. We finna shit. We finna get up out of here. We finna get high, man. You know what it is, man.
Every day, man.
We in the attic.
SBZ, we out. AK the DJ. Holla.
Yes, sir.